Coach, we're so close to fall camp. What's your mindset as we head into this season?
Mindset is I'm just super excited to get back out there on the field. You know, it was a good summer, but we're eager to get out there and start and practice again.
What did you take away from spring camp? I know that was just a fresh, slow install with this defense, but what were your main takeaways?
You know, the defensive players, they're very, very smart. We have a high football IQ team, and just looking at the strides that they made from June and July, just playbook-wise on their own, you know, we're super excited about the things we'll be able to do with them from a scheme standpoint.
Yeah, what does the next step look like for install?
So next step is we're going back to square one. So we're actually going to reinstall everything that we've already done. It's supposed to be about their third or fourth time. And then we're going to sprinkle in new stuff all throughout camp. But a majority of camp is going to be stuff that they've already done.
Speaking of football IQ, I talked to Miller Moss last week, and he said Kamari Ramsey is one of the smartest people he's ever played with. What have you seen from him from a football IQ standpoint?
He's a very smart player. You know, when I first got to UCLA, I didn't realize how smart he was at first because he didn't talk a lot. And then the more I was around him, the more he came out of his shell. You kind of started seeing him take control on the field. But having him here was huge because he helped accelerate the program. He's helped everyone on the back end just understand the scheme. And it's been cool to see him take the next step because this is now year 2 for him in this scheme. So, you know, when we reinstalled everything in spring, he was just looking at it through a completely different lens. And, you know, I've just been really impressed in that sense because not all guys do that. Some guys, it's like, hey, year 1 to year 2, you're reteaching the same thing instead of in building. But with a guy like him, you're always in building.
I feel like that helped launch him into a leadership role. What do you see from him from that side of his game?
It did because as soon as we would install anything coverage-wise, as soon as I left, everyone was just swarming to him. So the one thing that it did is it's forced him to be more talkative. It's forced him to take charge on the field more, and he's done a great job with that.
I asked Coach Riley what makes him excited about your defense, and he said the attitude that you guys bring to the field. How would you describe what that attitude is?
You know, I tell our guys, scheme is scheme. You know, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You know, it's a mentality, it's an attitude. So, you know, we always say shocking effort, obnoxious communication, and attack. Whether it's the defensive line, the backers, the DBs, or even me, the way I call the game, we want to attack.
Heading into the Big Ten, you're scouting against teams you don't have any game tape against. How does that prep look like? Is that an extra step that you have to go through to get more tape to learn your opponent?
Yeah, you know, that's the good thing about summertime is you get some time off, but yeah, you go and you just try to watch as much tape as you can. You try to get a good feel for the conference as a whole, just the style of play, and it might change the way you install some things in camp.
What does a successful camp look like for you this fall?
A successful camp looks like a defense that, again, just every single day finds a way just to keep on getting better.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time and good luck this season.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.